What's up, everybody? This your boy Doom Real Reacts, and welcome to some brand new news for the Avengers Doomsday. And this is crazy. Never heard of it, never seen it before. But we got some new details on the beginning scene of if this happens, this is gonna blow everything up. Before we get into that, y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, comment your opinions because they matter here. Nowhere else it doesn't, but here it's your boy Doom Real Reacts. I'm on my other page, Gloom, and make sure y'all follow over here too. Appreciate all 63 of y'all coming over here and following too. This is my backup page. So let's get into it. Tell me, what is your thought about this one? So the rumors sent, and this been like 22 minutes ago. Rumors sent to Neurotic X-Men versus Tobey and Otto Octavius at the start of Avengers Endgame. The X-Men destroys Tobey's universe, and let's talk about this first. This first. Hold on, wait a minute. Let's give it to it. Let's talk about that one first. Let's talk about that one first. Sorry about that. Um, so Tobey was in Brand New Day from what we remember. And Tobey uh ended up in Brand New Day with Andrew Spider Man and the other Spider Man. So pretty much we was like, whoa, hold on. So we end up having Tom Holland Spider Man fix Dr. Otto Octavius and make him basically a good guy again. Sends him back to his universe. He saves them and sends them back to their universe. And Dr. Otto Octavius, it had to be at some point. Both of these guys may have either it's at the point when they got there and their universe was being destroyed, or after, they had time to get to know each other, wonder why, hey man, why this happened and da 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 da, whatever, right? So they got a chance to rebond, but at the same time, becoming to be rebond, this calamity happens where two universes were colliding. So in this report is this is the scene that's gonna happen, but it ties in to Brand New Day. Then it ties into even the animated series, so that actually makes Toby Maguire, Toby's movies actually the animated version, and the X-Men 97 X-Men, and then remember, their Wolverine is not High Jackman. Their Wolverine may be Henry Cavill or somebody else other than what we thought. And you uh think about in Deadpool and Wolverine. Henry Cavill, who Wolverine is that? Who Wolverine is that? We seen all the rest of the Wolverines, but what this particular Wolverine is, if Henry Cavill comes back as Wolverine, that'll hit hard. And let's get to the other part of the news. Not my boy, but what they say is the X-Men will reportedly destroy Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's universe in Avengers Doomsday. So with them making a choice, and I have to actually tap on this, because in the animated series, Wolverine goes back not once but twice to he went to the future twice, and it's two different timelines, but each time he went to a timeline it caused another rip in the time. So the first one was Bishop. When Bishop came back, to find the infiltrator. The infiltrator and the story, which goes um that Remy, which is Gambit, you guys know as X-Men, uh assassinates somebody, a president, some leader, and then the Sentinels and all that stuff come to take them out because of the ramifications of that. So then at the same time, Remy, you know what I'm saying? Remy don't know what he's talking about. Remy don't know that but there is a storyline from Charleston who wrote the X-Men that Remy is really Sinister, which is a plot that they was going to use, that he was a clone of Sinister and he was aged up to 26, the age of what, you know, Sinister, because Sinister is pretty much a clone or a being that a little boy had drew up, and his drawings came to life, and Sinister was that drawing, and then Sinister created Remy, but him and Remy has a deep tie together anyway. So Remy joins the X-Men to infiltrate the X-Men, but he becomes evil supposedly, but it didn't work out like that. They changed it where him and Rogue becomes lovers or whatever. Because they even had another storyline where he had a piece of his brain took out to control control his alpha like powers, which is kind of uh kinetic energy, like like Cyclops. So I mean, at the same time, they was trying to play that they was brothers, Law's brother, but they wasn't. So they goes to the future to find out if he really was the infiltrator, and I think they found out that he wasn't. Then on the other timeline, they went back in time again. You see what I mean? Incursion. There's incursions in these, but you're supposed to go to the past, but they go into the future to solve a problem. But this is the thing. It was Cyclops and Jean Grey, the clone version of Jean Grey, baby name. What was his name, y'all? What was his name? I just Cable. So Cable was sent to the future to keep him from Sinister. Sinister supposed to been try to take their baby so he can harness his power to take over his body, but he didn't. Cable comes back to the future to save his mother and them, but he's from the past, so he could be from the future if he's from the past, but only as a baby. But the incursion happens, and it causes conflict and paths that are given into each one of these. All right. Now, in the movie of X-Men, Future Days and Past, Wolverine is sent back to the past again, only to do what? To try to keep the Sentinels from doing what they were gonna do, destroy the X-Men, blah, blah, blah. You know, delete all the mutants. He did that and made a whole new future, because Scott is still alive, Jean is still alive, and they have a baby. What the heck, bruh? This is where it's not even a disconnect. They are the cause of Spider-Man's universe. That they took what was going on with X-Men, Days of Future Past, and combined it with Spider-Man, Brand New Day, and that's how we're gonna get the collide between X-Men and Spider-Man and Dr. Octavius, because he's healed now. So he teaming up with him because he's like, man, this my boy. We're gonna go down. So this is gonna be ultimate. I think it's gonna be insanely crazy. Make sure y'all follow me on Facebook, Doom Real Reacts, and this is my other backup page. It's Gloom Echoes, and if you like the name, hey, type down in the comment section. I like the name Gloom Echo, and uh, I keep the name. But far as that, make sure y'all follow me. Uh, subscribe to the channel. You don't, I appreciate the 63 people who subscribe, and